Skills Foundation Intermediate Level 1. This is the final lesson of this particular level, so congratulations, you made it all the way. Hopefully you've had fun working through lessons 1 through 11, and here is lesson 12. Have fun with it. All right, so the first thing on your list, as usual, is the scale, arpeggio, cadence, and burlesque. I'm going to do it all in the key of F again. We'll just put it at 176. Thumbs 3s, thumbs 2s. Cadence. Go twice as fast. Right, and that was your scales, arpeggios, cadence, and burlesque in F. Have fun with that. All right, so the next thing on your list, of course, are your major and minor triads. We're going to put it at 80 today. Keep on getting a little bit faster each time. Here we go. Now rolling. Now the minors blocking. Rolling. Those were your major and minor triads. Good luck with that. All right, so your first reading exercise in this lesson 12 is bluesy F. Bluesy F. So we're going to get a little bluesy here. We're not going to swing the eighth notes. You might notice it says specifically even eighth notes. So we're going to play it nice and slow at the beginning here when you're first learning it. 1 and 2, that sounds about right. I have it at 54. So there it is, 54. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, off on 3, 4, 1. And that's it. The right hand, once you get that learned, left hand goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and once you've got that learned, both hands. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, off, 4, 1. Okay, now do 3 perfect on that first line, and then it's time to work on the second line. Right hand by itself. This is a little tricky. The grace note has to go with by itself right in front of these two notes. So I kind of drop into to help myself play it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1. Sorry, I got a call on my phone while the metronome was beating. It interrupted us, but that's all right. Hopefully you got the idea. Now it's the left hand's turn. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and then of course you put the hands together like this. 1 and 2. Oh my goodness, I goofed that. Let me try that again. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and once you've learned the second line, put it together with the first. I'm going to move on to the third line. Let's do the right hand first. All right, let's change it up a little bit. Let's do the left hand first. I know I don't do that very often, but it's okay. You can do whatever order you want. Left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 down to B flat. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then jump. 1, 2. Of course, you're going to have to look down for that jump. 1. And once you get that learned, the right hand goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Okay, and then, all right, so putting them together sounds like this. That's the third line. Of course, you put those first 3 lines together once you've gotten your 3 perfects. Now I'm going to do the bottom line, right hand by itself first. This is an interesting, you have an F major chord with a grace note. I like to drop in and sort of hit that grace note first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Pedal down, and I jump up and I play this. You have all the time in the world because there's a ritardando there. You can slow down on that last part. Okay, so once you get the right hand learned, left hand goes like this. This is an F way down here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and pedal. So the left hand's really easy on this line. Thank goodness, because the right hand's a little bit hard. Put them together, goes like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, I'm going to look at what the guide tells us to go somewhere in the range of 60 to 104. So let me jump up to 60 and play the whole piece for you at 60, and then we'll try it at 104 and see what happens. But here it is, the whole piece at 60. 1 and 2 and 3 and 40 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 just ignored the metronome. At the end, when you slow down, you can just ignore your metronome. In fact, what I'll do is when I go up to 104 here, I'm going to ignore the metronome by just not even turning it on. I'm going to turn it on to get the tempo, and then I'll try to play the whole thing relatively close to that tempo. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 3. Sorry about that. That up in a few places, but hopefully you get the idea. You don't feel like you need to go that fast. Anyway, have fun with that. Right, so the next reading exercise is in D minor. We're going to go ahead and play the usual right hand, left hand both on every phrase. The metronome is supposed to go eventually up to 76. On your lesson guide, I wrote that you should probably go somewhere between 54 and 76. I'm going to see what 54 sounds like. I'm guessing it's probably too fast for beginners. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Yeah, that's pretty fast. So I'm going to drop it down. In fact, I think I'll set my metronome for beating an eighth note. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe up to 104. So like half speed almost of that. 104 for the eighth note sounds like this. Right hand by itself at the beginning. 1, 2 with a pedal. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. There's the first line with the right hand. Now here's the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a rolling chord. 4, 5, 6. Change 2, 3. Get those pedal changes. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And then both hands like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now let's do the left hand first on the second line. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get the pedal change. Change 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. And you can look for that jump down to the D. All right. Now the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Watch that fingering. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Okay, and I'll put the hands together on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Getting all those pedal changes. Now, once you get 3 perfect, put those 2 lines together. Here's the third line, right hand by itself first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Switch fingering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Now the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and light, not too heavy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. And then both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. All right. Once you get that third line, put them all together. Here's the fourth line. Let's go left hand first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Then this is low D. See that low D down here. Okay. Now the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Off. Now both hands on the bottom line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it. Now I'll play the whole thing. This time I'm going to put the metronome into that range that I suggest on your sheet. So I already forgot. I think it was 54, right? I have to look. I'm sorry about this. Here we go. Oh, yeah. It's supposed to go 54 to side. I was right, 54. So here we go. 54 for the dotted quarter, which means you have to count 3/8 notes for each one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a bit faster than we were just going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, Okay, and then up to 76, quite a bit faster, but let's give it a shot and see what happens. Here it goes. Well, I kind of made it through. Hopefully you get the idea. Have fun with D minor wind. All right, so today we're ready to finish up the minuet. You'll notice that we've got the whole first page learned, and you know it all the way up through measure 24. Today we're going to learn measure 25 all the way up through measure 32. Then the rest of it you already know. These are repeat lines. You'll notice that. So let's get to it. Measure 25, right hand by itself, counting. 1, 2, oh sorry, it's 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1. Okay, so that's the right hand part, measure 25 and 26. Left hand is just rolling a chord to start with. It's this chord. 1, 2, 3, third finger moves down, and 3. Okay, and once you get that memorized, both hands together. Until you get 3 perfect, and then move on to the next 2. We're going to start with the right hand, third finger on C, 1, switch, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then once you get that memorized, the left hand goes like this, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, and then jump up and softly start rocking these, okay? So that's the left hand. Putting them together sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, and then, of course, we're going to do the whole line with a stop in the middle. Let's make sure. Right hand, fifth finger here, left hand. It's 1, 2, and 3, and 1. Start 1, 2, 2, 3, 1. And then next step is to do the whole line, no stops. Here we go. Fifth finger. 1, 2, 3, 1. Now, once you get 3 perfect or more with that line, we're going to go on to the next one, measure 29. Let's learn the left hand first this time, just for fun. Left hand, 1 and 2 softly underneath, I think. 1. So the left hand's not too tough. Get that memorized. Right hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Third finger up. And then both of them together after you get them both memorized. 1, 2. And then let's go on to do the next two measures. This is measure 31. 1, 2, 3, and then 1. Okay, now the left hand, we're going to put the second finger on F sharp. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1. Once you have that memorized, both hands. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, now let's do that whole line for the right hand and the left hand together, but we're going to put a stop in there. 1, 2, 3, 1. Stop. Restart. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, now I'm going to do that whole line without the stop. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, now once you get 3 perfect on that, put the two new lines together. I'm going to go ahead and do it, and I'm going to go. Well, I was going to use the metronome, but I don't think I need to. I'll just do it without the metronome, and then we'll play the whole piece. So here are the two lines we just learned. 1. And then you've got the whole piece learned. So you can work and review every single line the same way you did when you first learned it, which is 2 measures, for right hand, left hand, both. But I want to just go through the whole thing at the bottom of the range again. I did this at the beginning so you could hear it. Let's hear what it sounds like here at the end of your process. I'll put it at 80, and then we'll try the whole thing again at 120. I'm not going to take any of the repeats. I'll just play it straight through. So now that was at 80. I'll bop it up to 120, and I'm going to turn the metronome off so I can take a little time here and there to show you. You do not want it to sound like you're playing with a metronome. You want to keep it steady, but the music needs to flow a little bit so that it doesn't sound like it's a robot. So I'm going to turn the metronome off, and you can slow down at the end of the phrases just a little bit and take a little bit of time here and there. Hopefully you'll notice I'll do some of that. Here we go. that was Minuet by Bach. Have fun with that.